Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Back with another episode. My brother is here with us. You already know, man, how we rocking, man. Episode 301.
My apologies.
Man, and look,
life came up. My apologies.
Bro, it ain't the real 300 until you hear it too, bro. So
I appreciate it.
Period, bro. Honestly, this podcast ain't nothing without you. Me as a friend, our beginnings, and where we come from. So, from all the way to high school days, 9th grade to where we are now. It's amazing, bro. So thank you for being on this journey with me, bro.
Facts. No doubt, man. Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me. I was never like really big. I like watching like a podcast here and there, and never really big on wanting to be on one, but I wanted to support a friend. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad I was able to do that, and I'm still able to do it. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you loving my perspective and showing me that other people like my perspective as well. So I appreciate it, man.
Because we naturally do this, bro. So it's just like, well, perfect, why not? Me and him always. It's just, and I like it just because we can have very similar views, but we can have different views at a time too, and it makes for a good conversation, you know? So, man, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and we are Game Shift, man. You already know, man. Let's get to the agenda, man. A lot has happened. Hey, we not sure the topics. All right, do you agree? 21 Savage says he will win in the Verzuz against anybody in his wrestling class.
He said he would wash.
And he said he would wash specifically. And that's my favorite last class, but we're going to get to that. That's 2016. All right, the newest design BR headset will kill the player in real life, all right, if the player dies within the game. Okay, so we're going to get into that. All right, and iconic Kevin Conroy, man. The Batman of 30 years who passed away this past Friday. So our much condolences and prayers. All right. And question of the day. All right. This question of the day is interesting. Okay. So I'm going to save it when we get there. And lastly, would you rather have your body age or your face age? Okay. So let's get right into it, bro. Like, it's been no short of news, man. 21, Drake, her loss. There's been a lot going on. Now, you know what I'm saying? 21, he talking his talk. And it's crazy because I've been mentioning this of lately. 2016 freshman class is my favorite best class. All right. So 21 said he will win in the Verzuz against anybody in his freshman class, and specifically saying, watch, 2016 class includes Kodak Black, Lil Uzi, Gherbo, Dave East, Lil Dicky, Designer,
Denzel Curry,
and many more. Probably a couple more if we missing those. But I don't know if I agree, bro. It's tough. It's tough because 21 got hits, and honestly, those first four, have been my favorite artists and rappers since they came out in around 2015, 14, and Gherbo even before that. Mm-hmm. I feel like, my opinion, Gherbo pure rapping to me is the best rapper out of the class. But if you're talking about overall artist and rapping ability, it gets tough, bro. Especially when you bring Kodak and Lil Uzi into it. Mm-hmm. Uzi is like an international star, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
And
that's what I'm saying. Like,
on top of hits, I don't know. I'm not, and this crazy. I'm not mad at the selection and whoever wins. And I feel like 21 and Kodak have the best matchup because of their catalog and also the type of rap they make. But that's tough, bro. Because Kodak can spit, bro. For real. 21 is slept he's not slept on, but he has hits. Yeah. And Kodak kind of had hits before he was even popular or mainstream. Feel me?
Kodak got Song of the Year, in my opinion. Definitely had Song of the Summer.
Super Gremlin,
I think Dave raps better than all of them. Not just because no matter his rap ability is there, but like Dave has rapped with elite MCs and never been white. He's rapped with Nas. He's rapped with Benny, Ghost. He's rapped with Push. Like he's rapped with Black. I think he's rapped with Black. He's rapped with
he has,
dudes.
But you talking about hit wise? We talking about his
hits. Oh, for sure.
That's
no,
what I'm saying.
Hit wise. You got it's about three people that could. I'm sorry, two other people. Only two people in this class that can actually go 20
hits.
You know what I'm saying?
Uzi.
Kodak Uzi. There's other. I don't know why Designer said anything. Designer, you have 2 hit records. Technically 3 if you count the original, the remix, and come on now. Granted, it's a diamond record, but you need 20. You need 19 more.
It's who you got though. If it go down, if 20 for 20, Kodak or 21, what you got? I'm not mad at either because these are my 2 favorite rappers of now.
To be honest, I don't think they really own nothing because they were all together right after he said that. I was like, y'all could have had the verses there. I know. That's like y'all could have had the verses. I saw that they were at the strip club. All those guys. I was like, y'all could have had the verses there. Like winner takes on Drake or something. I'm like,
Gherbo
was there, Uzi was there, Kodak 20. I was like,
real versus.
they could have did that at the strip club.
They got 20 for 20.
Yeah, I got. It's hard to choose between Kodak and Uzi, but I think I'm gonna go with Kodak. It's definitely a wash. 21 could win, but he said wash. I was like, you ain't washing them two. Uzi got a billion streams. He has a song with a billion streams.
Yeah,
That EXO tour goes up. He has Bad and Bougie.
And Uzi can rap.
Yes, he has Bad and Bougie on like you know what I'm saying. Like he don't. You know, from his classmates, he's got Top. He's got he's got his own joints. Kodak. And Kodak was right about one thing he said. He said, man, I've been through a lot. Like, I've been in and out of jail. Sure. Had I been more consistent, which we'll see what happens as I'm here, I think we would be looking at it differently.
Speak for itself too. Lil Big Pac, oh my God.
He's got a lot of big records. Every time he's been out, he drops one of the biggest records of that year.
Yes.
Lockjaw, No Flocking. This year he had another anthem that everyone loves, Super Gremlin. Like, everybody was rapping to that. Everybody freestyled to that beat. Like,
No Flocking.
Yeah, he's on
Peace.
Rolling Peace. He's on
I don't know.
Drowning with A Boogie.
I don't know.
He's on Pills and Automobiles with Chris Brown. Like, Kodak Black has. I think Kodak could be. I think Uzi could beat him too, but I'm taking Kodak. I think Kodak could beat him.
All right, let's go down to hits. All right, I'm gonna go down to 21 hits, and we're gonna go to Kodak hits. All right.
Oh, you got a list. You found that online.
All right. So I found this one. All right. So 21 Savage, his hits will be No Heart. All right, off of Savage Mode, A Lot, Running, X. That was a hit. Bank Account was a hit. Mr. Right Now is debatable, but I like it. Can't Leave Without It was one. Red Ops, that's the mega hit. Ballin' Without You, Nothing New.
Rockstar's on there for sure.
10 Freaky Girls, that's a good one. Rockstar, Jimmy Cooks, Rich Flex, Knife Talk, Who Want to Smoke, Rap Save Me, Ghost Killers, and Dark Vader.
Is A Lot on there?
And A Lot was, that was.
Is My Life on there?
Yep, that was on here too.
All right.
No, actually, that's not on here. So
My Life should be on there.
They skipped some too, and that's in 21. He really got a lot of songs.
Yeah, My Life should be on there.
You get to Kodak, you get Like That.
Like that. Okay.
Rolling Peace. First Day Out. He has one of the best First Day Out.
First Day Out.
ZZ. Tunnel Vision. Skirt. Super Gremlin. Transporting. Calling My Spirit. No Flocking. Too Many Years. There He Go. Oh my God. Versatile. Silent Hill. Drunk. Oh no, I ain't gonna lie. Wake Up in the Sky. I ain't gonna lie.
And then the feature list is
Pills and Automobiles. Kodak might have.
I'm telling you, but Kodak got the record. I don't even know all this. I'm not a huge fan of either guy, but I know enough. Like, I've heard enough of their big records to know who got. Like, Kodak has had a lot of big records. It features about like Lockjaw was one of the biggest records that year. Be hard to understand. Come on, like. People were singing that.
And
Pills and Automobiles.
Because both of them been consistent, bro. Like, even to your point was saying with Kodak, he's still been consistent. If I'm Flying, what's it called? If I'm Lying or Flying. What's the joke? What was the album?
I don't know.
That joint was fire, bro. Like, I've listened to all Kodaks, all of them. Project Baby to everything.
I've never heard a full Kodak project.
Right now, Volume 3 is fire.
I heard this fire. I never heard a full Kodak album, but like he got the records, man. I would take him if anything. I think.
Yeah, that's a good one, bro. I don't know about that one. That's a good one. Y'all let us know, man. Who would y'all have in that versus 21 or Kodak, bro? Let's get to it. All right, man. Let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about a little bit of gaming, all right? The newest design VR headset says and stated will kill the player in real life if the player dies within the game.
What kind of Code Lyoko?
So if you get killed in the game, you get killed in the.
This is not Code Lyoko, fam. Like, you remember that show?
I don't know. No, I'm talking about I don't know what times we're in, bro. Because
listen, people are idiots. Like, if you buy, you're an idiot. You're like straight like that. Like,
but you know people are.
Yeah.
And you know it's really gonna be like, all right, is this real? You know people are nosy and people want to know and find out.
I have no sympathy for stupidity. Bro. So if you're stupid enough to go buy that,
because you know what this remind me of? This reminds
Code
me
Lyoko?
of the movies, and I don't even know what that is. But explain to me, what's that?
You remember that show on Cartoon Network, Code Lyoko? And they had to go. It was like real stuff would happen in real life, but it was based off like it was coming from a computer game, and they would have to go into the game. And it always ended the same way. Yeah, they had to like reboot the game to like to save the real world.
To your
It was
point,
like, and if they died in it, they died in real life. It's like
It's a
that.
lot of movies like that. It's a lot of movies like that, bro.
Listen, I as someone in the game space, I've never been a big fan of VR. I don't think it's a better gaming experience than this. And I know I get people they think it is because like, and I remember when
VR's tough, but
VR is tough, but I'm like, I get it, but it's like, as someone who it's just not as enjoyable as you think it is. Like it sounds like amazing, right? And then you play it and it's like, this isn't really as like
profound
as you think it might as it's supposed to be, as it sounds. But this is just doing too much. Like why would I want to play something? Yeah, why would I want to play? There's one that explodes on your head. Unfortunately,
some Final Destination wild stuff right here, bro. I'm good. I ain't subscribing to y'all. Y'all have a blast if y'all want to go and adventure.
Oh, this is on Netflix. I forgot. Yeah, this was on Cartoon Network growing up. It was cool when we were younger, but now that I'm older, I'm like,
the characters I never even like really.
Yeah,
they look familiar. I never really.
Now that I'm older, it's like every episode ends the same, so I'm crazy, good.
Like,
but yeah,
for real. Gaming is taking it to
Listen, man, you're doing too much.
All these movies, bro. I be trying to tell you, it's that imagery, bro. All that stuff be coming to life, bro.
Listen,
it's a lot of ideas that come from movies because I've seen this before, and this don't.
What was that movie? I never saw the whole thing. But what was it? Ready Player One.
Yep, that's what I was about to mention too.
I never seen the whole thing, but yeah, Ready Player One is something like that. There's an Amazon. There's a show on Prime right now. There's something like that they put the thing on and they go something like that.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm all the way good. Like and I don't want to be the dinosaur that doesn't move with the times in gaming, but it's like it's got to be enjoyable. Mm-hmm. That's what games are all about, and obviously it has to not kill people.
Exactly.
We're not doing that.
Moving forward. And not specifically into the gaming world, but I mean you can say that too. Legendary, iconic, man. Comic. Alright. Kevin Conroy, Batman of 30 years, who just recently passed away, brother.
66.
I know you, diehard Batman fan, so
So Kevin Conroy was the voice of Batman for 30 years. From when they first did the Batman animated series, him and Mark Hamill have always. Mark Hamill's been Joker and Kevin Conroy was Batman, and they were Batman. I mean, obviously they weren't the only people to voice Batman and Joker, but they've done it more than anybody else. Correct. To the point where when you think of Batman's voice, whether you're reading comic, it's Kevin Conroy.
Correct.
He was it. He understood the character better than anybody. He was one of the biggest reasons why I was a Batman fan. He understood the character better than any actor. And most actors have tried to mimic when they play Batman. They try to do it based off how Kevin Conroy did it with just his voice, because he understood that the acting part only came when you were Bruce Wayne. When he was Bruce, he had a lighter voice. When he was Batman, he would lower his voice a little bit because Batman's supposed to be this ominous, figure. Which is why Christian Bale, when you watch Christian Bale's Batman, what does he do? When he's Bruce, he speaks regular, but when he's Batman, he goes, "Swear to me." But that comes from, and he was just. I mean, I always wanted to work with Kevin Conroy when I do my own Batman guy. I wanted him to be my Batman and Mark Hamill to be my Joker. And then he was he's such an icon. So many people loved him. And if you grew up a Batman fan in the '90s, you grew up on Kevin Conroy. He was your Batman before anybody else. From the animated series, New Batman Adventures, Batman Beyond, Justice League Unlimited, even the Batman Arkham games. He was Batman. He was always, 30 years. He wasn't the only one that did it, but he did it more than anyone else. Right. He was iconic. He was the guy you wanted when you needed someone to voice Batman. He was the guy you called, and he understood that character more than anyone else. And so when I saw that, he was 66, it hurt me as a Batman fan, as a fan of him, as somebody who wanted to work with him, dreamed of, of working with him, meeting him. He's just, it definitely hurt. Iconic, man. Just, you'd be surprised just how many, just how legendary voice actors can be. I mean, there's a lot of voice actors that have voiced some of your favorite cartoon characters, for a long time. I'm talking about multiple. I mean, Mark Hamill wasn't just Joker. Mark Hamill was also Luke Skywalker. Mm-hmm. But his voice, he was Fire Lord Ozai in the Avatar Airbender. Mm. A lot of people don't know that. Tara Strong was Poof. She was Cosmo and Wanda. Mm-hmm. She was a whole bunch of folks. She was what's Tommy's little brother's name on Rugrats? What's Tommy's little brother's name on Rugrats?
Damn, wow, yeah, you put me on the spot.
But she was him. I think
Dill.
She was. I mean, yeah. So like, you'd be surprised. Just like a lot of voice actors have voiced some of your favorite people. And Kevin Conroy, you know, I don't know any other voice acting that he did, but he was for sure was Batman. You knew his voice when you heard it. And so whenever you saw anything Batman related, whether it was a game, you know, I always like it was always hard for me to hear somebody else when it wasn't him. Mm-hmm. Like there's only one other guy, I don't know his name, there's only one other guy who's voiced Batman in something that I actually like. Other than that, I always hated when it wasn't Kevin Conroy. And so that's how it's going to be now. Like I'm going to hate it now, and when I do my Batman game, I'm going to have to be very, very picky on who does Batman because he set the bar.
For sure. And most definitely, man, shout out to him. Much prayers and condolences to the family and him. Yeah, man.
So I definitely, something I wanted to do if I got here on the episode 300, because it happened the day before y'all shot. Mm-hmm. I definitely wanted to, you know, just show the guy his flowers. He was a big part of my childhood, your childhood, whether you knew him or not. You know, if you watched Justice League Unlimited or the animated series, you grew up on Kevin Conroy. Sure. If you play in those Arkham games, you know, you grew up on Kevin Conroy. So it's gonna be rough watching new Batman stuff and knowing that we'll never hear that again.
Real talk. Iconic.
Yeah.
For real. Like I said, like you said, childhood for sure. All right, man. We're moving forward, man, with the question of the day. Are there rules for whoever has the aux, man?
Yes.
If you have the aux for the function, what music should be played? There are rules when having the aux, bro.
If your girlfriend's gonna call you 7 times, don't get on the aux.
Don't get on the aux. If you got your notifications on, you got any text messages on, don't get on the aux.
Let's put your phone on vibrate.
Yo, put your phone on silent because you're interrupting it. That's definitely one of the top rules.
Yeah.
Another rule is in regards to the mix and shuffle of the music. Read the room. You have to read.
Gotta read the room.
Who is in the room? What audience are you trying to tend to?
If there's not a lot of ladies in the room, don't back that up. Like,
right?
What are you doing? Why are you doing that?
Like, understand the room. You know what I'm saying? Everything too. Also another rule. And we love drill, we love trap, but every moment doesn't need it. And,
that was my rule. It depends on what setting we're in. Correct. If we're at a kickback and we just kicking it, you can play almost anything depending on who's in the room. Yeah, if you with the guys and y'all all love hip hop, you can play almost any kind of hip hop. You be straight.
I was always on the aux because at the end of the day, I'm going to give you some hip hop. I'm going to give you some R&B, and I'm gonna give you some throwback R&B.
Yeah.
I might give you some real legendary soul music in the 2000s. I'm gonna give you some go-go. I'm gonna give you some up tempo. Then we can get the trap. Then we can get the drill. Then we get to the melodic. You know what I'm saying?
If I'm on the aux, I'm definitely gonna mix the vibe with the hip hop, but I'm gonna give you good hip hop. Like I'm gonna give you songs that everybody knows. I'm gonna give you songs from the past. Like I'm definitely I can definitely give you a good 2000 set. I can give you a present. Even I can give you a present day set. Like I'm gonna give you some dope vibes hip hop wise. Like you gotta read the room. You gotta know what if this is a party. Like all right, there's women in here. All right, we gotta play music that people can dance to, sing along to. You know, even if you don't like the song, understand the climate that you're in. Like I know I'm not a girl, but if I'm in a room, if there's ladies in the room, why would I not play F&F? So the women could turn. Why would I not play the City of Real? Why would I not play that? Even though it's not in my playlist, but the women love that song. You gotta play it. You know,
you play the right music, the right shuffle, and have a variety of music choices, bro.
Facts.
That's what's wrong with y'all too out there. Y'all just had the same playlist, same drills, same try. Man, broaden the horizon of your music choices.
You gotta get the people what they want to hear. And I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, because I use even when my students talk to me, not trying to be funny, because a lot of them have old souls, but most of them be like, man, Miss Faye, you listen to this R&B, you listen to this soul, honestly, the true essence of music really started with them blues and the jazz. So you know what I'm saying, and then they'll understand when they get older, because we understood as we got older, even though we're I would say kind of old heads in the way we listen to music, but also. It's like what you listen to, like the Aaliyahs, like the Jodeci's, you know what I'm saying, certain type of music.
A lot of the kids today, their parents don't play music around them, which is why they don't know. Like I just told you before we started the podcast, I was sitting in class today, I was sitting in class today, and I could hear the young lady. She's playing music. I could hear her music, and all of a sudden, I hear "I'm the Real Slim Shady," and I looked over, and I was like, and she was a fan. She started with my mom. They like some, so I was okay. That came because, and she fan. I mean, she is, and I was just like she is an Eminem fan. She might be a bigger fan than me. I was like, yo, and she's 16. I'm like,
to your point,
I just didn't expect it, but it came from her mother being a fan. So because she was a fan, she played it. I mean, she started talking about the movie and all that. So it's like, you know, if you're playing, you gotta like. I don't think a lot of these kids get like a lot of these kids. They only focus on like their world is this big. Anything outside of this, they don't really know about it.
The world is just social media that's influencing their listening ears.
Like most of my kids in 5th grade didn't know who Nas was because one of my students brought it up. They're like, "Who's Nas? Like, who the heck is that?" I was like, "I wouldn't expect you to know who Nas is, bro. Like, it is cool." Then you gotta go through the period of them saying, "Man, he don't rap better than who I was." Exactly. I was like, "Okay, calm, relax yourself."
Right.
He's like, "He does not rap better than Youngboy." Like, yes, he does. Right. Even Youngboy will tell you that. He's like, "I'll put it on my mother." I said, "Your mother would die if you had to bet on Youngboy out rapping Nas. Your mother would die a horrible death. I'm sorry. Don't do that.
Don't put that on her.
Don't do that. Don't put that on anybody."
You trying to put in everything? That's the wrong too. Put everything on everybody be lying.
Exactly. Like.
Well, definitely, y'all let us know what are the rules to.
Oh wait, yeah. If you, I'm sorry. This is for DJs, fam. Like,
good talk.
this like the last time I was out at U Street. This really pissed me off. Like when you mixing songs, bro. Like everything don't go together. And sometimes there's nothing wrong with the original. Like, yo, like you could pick the right. Like the mixes be so bad. I remember I was out. I think he tried to mix. The DJ tried to mix "Drop It Like It's Hot" with "Big Ol' Freak," and I was like, what's wrong with the original of either of these records? You could have picked either of these songs to play by themselves.
Make a great point.
Why did you mix these together? This sounds terrible.
And I'm gonna bring it to another place to where we were at in our lives, bro. In college, when if we went out, bro. You are exact right with the mixes. They'll mix something like back that thing up and then mix a techno. Bro, I used to almost throw my phone across the room.
Like ain't nothing wrong with mixes, but you gotta you gotta know what to make. It's gotta sound. Right. It's gotta sound good. I'm like,
gotta sound correct, bro.
Because there's nothing wrong with the original record. Like you could have played "Drop It Like It's Hot," or you could have played "Big Ol' Freak." I'd have been fine with either one. But you trying to "Big Ol' Freak" over the "Drop It Like It's Hot" beat does not go. And he did that all night with a bunch of. I was like, "Yo, these mixes are really blowing me." Like, y'all gotta chill out with y'all mixes.
That can ruin an experience, bro. Like,
cause you play a song, I'm thinking you about to play the song, and then all of a sudden you go into the other song with the original record. I'd be like, "What?"
And then you lose the whole crowd.
I'm like, "Why? You could just play either one. Like, why are you mixing these? Like, I don't understand."
Lose the whole crowd off of that. You already know, man. For real. That was a great point.
Yeah, man. Like
that was a great point.
Y'all mix it. Oh my gosh.
It's all about reading the room.
You gotta read the rule. Don't mix everything. Just play the song. It's alright. Yeah, just play the original record. It's okay. The original record is fine. Like.
Sure. All right, man. As we move forward, would you rather the infamous? Would you rather? All right, this is a good one. Have your body age or your face age? Would you rather have your body age or face age?
Face.
You rather have your face age?
Yes.
I'd rather have my body age. The reason why I say that is because I can still work out on my body. I feel like once your face go.
But if your body's aging, at some point, you can't work out. If your body's aging.
Yeah, but it's still aging. Just because it's aging don't mean you can't still be healthy.
Yeah, but at a certain point, you ain't gonna be able to work out. Listen, there are multiple examples of people who still look good because their face may have aged, but their body didn't. Women still love Method Man. You can see he's aged in the face, but he keeps himself in shape, and people love him.
The same thing I'm saying.
Angela Bassett, you can tell she's 60, but she is a great-looking 60 because her body hasn't aged.
Nah, she look like 35.
But I'm saying if you looked at an older picture of her versus her today, you can see that.
But you're saying my point. And shout
you
out,
can see her age.
Shout out to Alpine Black don't crack.
Yeah.
Stop playing. So I would definitely.
But I've also seen Martin Lawrence and Gina and how they've swelled up in the face.
I mean,
so that's what I'm saying. Like
but that's what I said. Regardless of anything, I would just say I would still maintain my health. So my body can age all it wants. I would still maintain my health. I would rather look younger in the face than rather look younger in the body. That's me.
I'd rather look young in the body.
That's me.
Cause your face is gonna age. You can still look good with age in the face, but that's gonna happen anyway. In real life, you're more likely to.
Which one in this one you got? Yeah. Context. Which one would you rather?
I'd rather my face age, cause that's gonna happen anyway. Like I can be 50 and in shape off some Method Man or the Rock type stuff, but I can't. Like my face gonna age, but I can still be in shape.
I'm picking face. For sure. That's all I'm saying. Like I'm saying, I would rather have my body age than my face.
I'd rather have my face age.
For sure.
I think I'm gonna be alright.
That's a good one. Y'all let us know. Would you rather have your body age or your face age? All right. Another amazing episode of the Faison podcast. You already know, man. We back. We back now.